Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Your Love Story for the month of November 2019. And this is for you from Aquarius. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. The first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of November, and it's going to be referring to your romance for you coming from Aquarius, the ongoing romance or the new one that you might find in this. So, the first 15 days of November are going to be very lucky days. All you need to do is not be aggressive, not be pushy. Take the soft approach, use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft, and you're going to attract a very wonderful or new love romance, which will come very unexpectedly as well. All this very exciting. And if you have an ongoing romance, try to plan things of interest to just inject a newness to revitalize this ongoing romance. These first 15 days of romance are very good in the month of November. So you should go and try out new things together, plan about other things together. One of you maybe even be interested in tying up to talk about marriage as well. Everything very positive. Now, about your marriage. Let's see what the card says for you coming from Aquarius. Well, it's the card of ego. So just control your ego in the first 15 days where your marriage is concerned. Don't want to talk too much about who wants to take control and take charge. Control your temper as well. And when you can do that, your first 15 days of November are going to become better and better daily. And you will see that whatever you try to say and do is going to be very well received in your area of marriage. So take the soft approach simply means use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft. And you go miles forward together in your marriage area. So the harmony can be created by just taking the soft approach. Things will go very well for you. Now, about your last 15 days of November, about your romance. Let's see you coming from Aquarius, what might happen. Well, this is not a very good card. The Black Moon says depression and unhappiness and frustration. So basically, there are planets here shown. That's why I use Kabbalistic cards because they have signs of planets. And these cards say that the planet Jupiter will make you very dominating and stubborn. And so, in the last 15 days of November, that's the last thing you want to do. And if you find a new romance, and if you find that person of the new romance is being very troublesome, tell yourself to be very cautious. And your ongoing romance, this card also says, don't bring up past issues. Try to go forward and look forward with new things and new pleasantness of what you can plan in the near future of your of your ongoing romance. So this is a card that will make you in your romance area not very happy, and you can only do that to improve it by taking the soft approach. Now, what about your marriage? Let's see what the card says about your marriage. You coming from Aquarius, last 15 days. This is a card of ego. So the ego is taking control in your marriage area and is you listening to me. So put your ego aside. Tell yourself you want to be flexible, you want to be adaptable, you want to be showing appreciation, you want to put the other partner of your marriage into the limelight and to win all the praise. That way you will tone this card down. The planets of ego will become quiet. And that way you can see that your marriage in the last 16 days will improve more and more and more. So put your ego aside and things will start to improve a lot. Now I'm going to talk to you about lucky ages. So there'll be some people from Aquarius whose ages I'm going to reveal from this card who will be lucky in the arena of love, romance, and marriage. This is the card of Saturn. And from this card, I'm going to say that those who are the ages of 17 or 26 or 35 or 44 or 53 or 62 or 71, they are going to be extremely lucky in the month of November. And they will be the one who will attract that wonderful romance, and they will attract that wonderful knowledge of how to keep your marriage happy. is going to be very good for these ages. And if you are not of these ages, then you need to consult me one day for a 90-minute session, and I'll talk to you about that later. Now about caution. So I'm going to pull a card of caution, which means that the ages I'm going to give you now, if you happen to be of these ages, be very careful. You could find trouble in romance, marriage. And if your partner in romance or marriage happens to be of these ages, be careful what you say or do. Otherwise, you coming from Aquarius are going to find plenty of trouble. So this is a card of aggression. And so if you happen to be the ages of 21 or 30 or 29 or 38 or 47 or 56, sorry, or 47, or should be 48, I'm sorry, not 47, 48, or 57, or 66, or 75, or 84, then be very careful if you're of these ages, because you'll be able to attract a lot of difficulties. Okay. Now I'm going to talk to you about colors and what are the lucky colors that are going to be for you coming from Aquarius. The absence of light, so that's black. So this card says wear plenty of black in the month of November, waist upwards especially, and you can wear it waist downwards as well. And you will attract plenty of energy, and you will become lucky and have the aura to attract romance as well. Now I will talk to you about attachment. You're going to form some attachment to somebody, and let's see what this card says, where this person could come from who would be showing interest in you. And this card says the person will be from Scorpio. So somebody from Scorpio is going to make you very happy by showing a lot of interest in you, or could it be that you would show interest in somebody in Scorpio? So the Scorpio to Aquarius element is going to be bringing unexpected getting together and a very exciting month of November as well. Now what about direction energy? So 9 planets have surrounded Earth. And so what direction should you face to be inspired, you coming from Aquarius? And I'm going to say southwest from this card. This is a card of Uranus and Mercury. So southwest would be a very lucky direction to face, to be inspired when you're making that phone call or when you're meeting that person. Face southwest and you'll become very lucky in areas of romance and marriage. And now about AM and PM. Whether the AM part of the days in November or the PM part of the days may make you lucky. And what the card going to say. I'm going to go for the PM. So from 12 noon up to 12 midnight in the month of November, most of the days will be very active in the areas of love and romance to help you. Just keep that in mind. Make the move somewhere from 12 noon to 12 midnight and enjoy the evenings as well. Well, I have a 90-minute session, and during these 90 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. And I'm going to teach you how to reach that supernatural energy that you have, that I have, that everybody has, so that you can be better than the rest. And I'll show you how to get the lucky lottery numbers of your personal kind. I'll show you how to reach that area. And I'll give you your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions, all that energy from the universe, all that builds up to get your next 8, 9 years perfectly under your control. Because I have a 90-minute session. And in this 90-minute session, having your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, I'll get your next 8, 9 years perfectly told to you so that you can have full control over them. So send me that email. And by the way, all this will cost you USD $50. Send me that email at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9, at gmail.com. And I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and goodbye.